The United States Capitol serves as a symbol of American freedom and democracy. Its historical significance and function in today's government make it important for every American citizen. I conduct weekly tours for constituents, and its history, art, and function never cease to amaze me. I will begin with a brief description of the history of the Capitol building, and I will next describe some of the more significant pieces of art, and I will finally describe the function of the Capitol building today. The foundation of the Capitol building was laid by George Washington in 1793. Together with Charles L'Enfant, George Washington split historical D.C. into quadrants. The Capitol building, according to the Library of Congress, took 34 years to complete, 6 presidents and 6 architects. The Capitol building was burnt during the War of 1812 in the year 1814. It was expanded in 1850 to include a cast iron dome. According to the architect of the Capitol, the iron used for the dome has an aggregate weight of 9 million pounds. According to National Park Services, the Capitol today covers about 16.5 acres and includes 6 office buildings and the most recent addition, the Capitol Visitor Center. I will begin by describing the Capitol Visitor Center. You first enter into Emancipation Hall, which was named in honor of the slaves that built the Capitol building. Next, you move into the crypt, which was intended to be where George and Martha Washington would be buried. However, George Washington wished to disassociate himself with the British monarchy and instead was buried at Mount Vernon. The crypt was placed there, however, to remind visitors of the father of our nation, because you may not go anywhere in the Capitol without first going through the crypt. Next, you would enter into the Supreme Court and old Senate chambers. But I will describe my favorite room, which is Statuary Hall. This served as the House meeting place until 1863. What makes it my favorite place is the story of John Adams. He was constantly asleep at his desk, but he was always sharp during debates. It wasn't until after he died that they discovered his secret. Due to the acoustics of the room, he was able to hear all the conversations on the other side of the room clear as day. So whenever visitors come, they get to experience the whispering spot, and they can hear all the way across the room. Next, we will enter into the Rotunda. The Capitol Rotunda serves as a place where presidents and anyone Congress deems worthy lies in state. While the function of the Rotunda may be important, the art is what makes it so beautiful. I will begin to describe the artwork in the Capitol with the artwork included in the Rotunda. I'll begin with from the top down. At the top, included on the dome, is the Apotheosis of Washington, which depicts the ascension of George Washington into heaven. He is seated in the middle with a purple blanket on his lap, and he is flanked by Lady Liberty and Lady Victory, and surrounded by 13 women to represent the 13 colonies. Working our way down, there is a frieze, which was painted by 3 artists, Costantini Bermudi, Filippo Castagnini, and Alan Cox. This is an American timeline, which begins with the discovery of America by Christopher Columbus and ends with the Wright brothers. Moving our way to the ground floor, to what we call the textbook pictures. These pieces of art are all depictions of things that are significant to American history. Next, the artwork that is included throughout the Capitol form is the statues. Each state is allowed to have 2 representations of statues within the Capitol building. The most notable statue, however, stands on top of the Capitol. She is named the Statue of Freedom. She weighs nearly 16,000 pounds and stands at 19 feet tall. Statue of Freedom was given by an American artist from Italy and was cast in bronze here in America. Next, I will describe to you the function of the Capitol building today. The Capitol building serves as an office building for the Speaker of the House, the minority leaders, and the majority leaders, and the whips, as well as other various offices. There are also meeting places in the Capitol building, and the Capitol building can also host events such as dances and balls. The history of the Capitol stands as a reminder of the strength of our nation. The history that fills the halls is amazing to witness, no matter where you may be from. It is amazing to consider while touring the Capitol what the Capitol has seen, the current times, and what will come in the future. The Capitol building's history, art, and function are all significant to us Americans, and it is an amazing experience to go and see for yourself